March 1961. A school teacher in rural Montana asks her 12 students to write one sentence to John Wayne. It's just a classroom activity. She doesn't expect him to respond. 2 weeks later, a delivery truck arrives at the one-room schoolhouse. What's inside will transform how these children see America. Here is the story. The letter arrives on a Tuesday. John Wayne's office in Hollywood gets hundreds of letters every week. Fan mail, requests, scripts, business proposals. Most get sorted by assistants, answered with form letters, signed photos, the usual routine. But this one is different. The envelope is plain, hand-addressed, Montana postmark. Inside, 3 pages, lined notebook paper, teacher's handwriting, neat, careful. The letter starts simply, "Dear Mr. Wayne, my name is Margaret. I teach at a small school in Montana, 12 students, ages 6 to 14. Most are ranchers' children. We study your films to learn about American history and values." Wayne reads that line twice, studies his films, for history, for values. He's made 100 westerns, never thought of them as textbooks. The letter continues, "We have no film projector, so we read your scripts aloud. The children act out scenes. It's not the same as seeing you on screen, but it helps them understand courage, honor, what it means to be American." Wayne sets down his coffee, keeps reading. "I'm writing to ask if you might have any advice for teaching children about these values. We're just a small school, far from anywhere important, but I believe these lessons matter, especially for children growing up in places people forget about." Then at the bottom, 12 messages, one from each student, written in children's handwriting, some shaky, some barely legible, but all sincere. "Dear Mr. Wayne, you are the bravest cowboy. Sarah, age 7. Mr. Wayne, my dad says you're a real American. I want to be like you. Billy, age 10. I watch your movies when they come to town. You never give up. Tommy, age 8. 12 messages, 12 children, somewhere in Montana, learning about America from scripts read aloud in a one-room schoolhouse. Wayne folds the letter, puts it in his desk drawer, sits there thinking. Before we continue, quick question for you. Tell me where you watch from. Let's see which place has the most fans of the Duke. It's March 15th, 1961. Wayne is 53 years old, made 60 westerns, maybe more, lost count. Some good, some forgettable, but never thought of them as lessons, as teaching tools, as something that mattered beyond entertainment. Now 12 children in Montana are acting out his scripts, learning values, growing up believing in something because of movies he made. He calls his business manager. How much would a good film projector cost? For what? For a school. Depends. 16 millimeter? Maybe $300. Get one. Best quality. And get prints of 10 of my films, my best ones. Stagecoach, Red River, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon, Fort Apache, Rio Grande, the best teaching ones. Duke, what's this for? A school in Montana. They ask for this? No, but they need it. Wayne writes a check, $500, makes it out to the school. No name, just Montana School, Margaret's class. Then he sits down and writes a letter. One letter, for all of them, teacher and students together. He writes for an hour, crosses out lines, starts over, finally gets it right. Dear Margaret and students, thank you for your letter. I'm honored that you study my films, more honored than you know. You asked for advice about teaching values. Here's what I believe. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's doing what's right even when you're scared. Honor is keeping your word even when nobody's watching. Being American means believing everyone matters, even people in small towns far from anywhere. I'm sending you a projector and some films, not because you asked, but because students like you deserve to see stories on screen, not just read them. You're not just 12 kids in Montana, you're 12 Americans. That's everybody. Keep studying, keep learning, keep believing in something bigger than yourselves. That's what makes this country work. Your friend, Duke. He seals the letter, ships it with the projector and films, doesn't tell anyone, doesn't make it publicity, just sends it and moves on to the next picture. 6 months later, Wayne is in Montana, filming How the West Was Won. Big production, multiple directors, epic Western. They're shooting in the mountains, beautiful country, cold, remote, middle of nowhere. One day there's no filming, weather delay, rain. The crew sits around, plays cards. Wayne gets restless, asks his assistant about that school, the one with 12 students. The one you sent the projector to. Yeah, where is it? About 80 miles from here. Get me a car. Duke, it's your day off. You should rest. I'm not resting. I'm going to see those kids. His assistant arranges a car. Wayne drives himself. 80 miles through Montana back roads. Takes 2 hours. No entourage, no press, no cameras. Just him in a rental car following directions to a one-room schoolhouse. He arrives at 2 in the afternoon. School is in session. He can hear voices inside, children reciting something. He knocks on the door. The room goes silent. Margaret opens the door, sees John Wayne standing there, drops the book she's holding. Mr. Wayne? Hope I'm not interrupting. The 12 students are frozen, staring. A few have their mouths open. One girl starts crying. Not sad crying, overwhelmed crying. Wayne steps inside. The room is tiny. One big room, 12 desks. Wood stove in the corner, chalkboard, American flag. And in the back, the projector, set up on a table. 10 film canisters stacked beside it. You got everything I sent? Margaret can't speak, just nods. Wayne walks to the projector, touches it. You been using this? Every Friday, Margaret finally manages. The children look forward to it all week. Wayne turns to the students. 12 pairs of eyes locked on him. Some scared, some excited, all in disbelief. I got your letter, all of you. Thank you for what you wrote. It meant a lot. A small voice from the front row. You read my sentence? Wayne looks. A girl, maybe 7, blonde braids. Sarah. I did. You said I'm the bravest cowboy. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever called me. Sarah's face turns red. She smiles. Wayne spends the next 3 hours with them, answers questions, signs autographs on notebook paper, tells stories about making movies, teaches them how to throw a stage punch, how to fall without getting hurt, how to make a gunfight look real. He asks them what they've learned from his films. They answer, courage, honor, standing up for what's right, not giving up, helping people weaker than you. Wayne listens, really listens. These children understand, they got it. The lessons he tried to put in every picture, even when he didn't know that's what he was doing. Near the end of the afternoon, one boy raises his hand. Small kid, dark hair, serious face. Tommy, age 8. Mr. Wayne? Yeah, son? Why did you help us? We're nobody. The room goes quiet. Every child waiting for the answer. Margaret standing by the door, hands clasped, also waiting. Wayne walks over to Tommy's desk, kneels down, eye level with the boy. Listen to me. You're not nobody. Don't ever say that. You're Americans, all of you. That means you matter. Every single one of you. Doesn't matter if you live in Hollywood or Montana or anywhere else. You're Americans. That's everybody. Tommy's eyes get wet. He nods, doesn't trust his voice. Wayne stands, looks at all of them. And when you grow up, you help the next kids. The ones who think they're nobody. You show them they matter. That's how America works. We lift each other up. Understand? 12 voices together. Yes, sir. Before Wayne leaves, Margaret asks one favor. Could we take a photograph so the children remember this day? Wayne agrees. They gather outside. The 12 students, Margaret, John Wayne, standing in front of the one-room schoolhouse. Someone's father has a camera, takes the picture. One shot. That's all they need. Wayne drives back to the film set, doesn't mention the visit to anyone, just another day off. But on the drive, he thinks about Tommy's question. We're nobody. How many children in America think that? How many people think geography determines worth? He made movies for 50 years, thought they were just entertainment. Now he knows different. Those films teach. They matter. Not because they're art, but because children in Montana watch them and learn something about courage, about honor, about being American. That's worth more than any box office number. Tommy grows up in that small Montana town, graduates high school, goes to college, becomes a teacher, returns to Montana, takes a job at a small school, different town, different students, but the same one-room schoolhouse feeling. Rural kids, ranchers' children, kids who think nobody sees them. He teaches them the same lessons: courage, honor, standing up for what's right. Uses Wayne's films sometimes, shows them on an old projector, tells them about the day John Wayne drove 80 miles to visit his school. In 1999, he writes an article for the local newspaper about that day, about what Wayne taught him, about spending 30 years passing on those lessons. The article's headline, "The Day Duke Taught Me Everyone Matters." He writes, "I was 8 years old when John Wayne knelt beside my desk and told me I wasn't nobody. I'm 56 now. I've taught hundreds of students, and I tell every single one what Duke told me. You're Americans. That's everybody. It doesn't matter where you live or who you are. You matter." That's the lesson John Wayne taught 12 children in a Montana schoolhouse, and it's the lesson I've been teaching ever since. The article runs once, small circulation. Most people never see it. But the 12 students from that day do. They're adults now, scattered across the country, different lives, different careers, but they all remember. They remember the projector arriving, the films, the letter, and the day a movie star drove 80 miles on his day off to spend 3 hours with 12 children who thought they didn't matter. The photograph from that day still exists. One of the students kept it. Sarah, the girl with blonde braids who called Wayne the bravest cowboy. She kept it for 60 years, framed it, hung it in her home, showed it to her children, her grandchildren. In the photo, 12 children stand in front of a small schoolhouse. Margaret stands to the left. John Wayne stands to the right. He's wearing a work shirt, jeans, cowboy boots. Not costume, just clothes. His hand is on Tommy's shoulder. Tommy is smiling. They're all smiling. At the bottom, someone wrote in ink, "The day we learned we matter, March 1961. When Sarah dies in 2021 at 67, her daughter finds the photograph, donates it to a museum. Not the John Wayne Museum, the Montana Historical Society. Because this isn't just about Wayne. It's about what he taught. It's about 12 children learning they matter. It's about a teacher who believed values could be taught through stories. The museum displays it with Tommy's newspaper article, with the letter Wayne wrote, with testimony from the surviving students about that day. The plaque reads, "John Wayne didn't just make movies. He taught generations of Americans what it means to believe in something bigger than yourself." This photograph captures the moment 12 children learned that lesson, not from a screen, but from a man who drove 80 miles to make sure they knew they mattered. And by the way, most of you watch these stories but forget to subscribe. If you want to hear more stories about the Duke and the values he stood for, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so we can keep sharing the American legend together. And unfortunately, they don't make men like John Wayne anymore.